Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I hinted at it last night and now it's finally happening, the 2024 preview. There's a lot going on I guess this upcoming year, in terms of programming here on RVN. So, I'm going to get into that right now. First, the $1 Million Drop Live, which is slowly becoming one of the most popular series here on my channel. I'm kind of impressed, to be honest, but it's the way it's happening sometimes. We did film 2 pilots last year. We are picking one up for the summer, so for our summer shows, and here they are now. Well, first, hold on. I kind of skipped over the $1 Million Drop situation for next year. So it's going to be a winter and spring season, of course. So the winter one will be January through February. That will be about 8 episodes, and we'll have an April through May, about 8 episode run too. So yeah, we may have a couple of primetime specials during that during that time. I don't know yet, obviously. So yeah, if there's an open gap in the schedule, we'll put something on for y'all. Whether it's a $1 Million Drop Live or a Ronnie show, whatever. We'll get it. We'll get her done. Which means there will be no $1 Million Drop Live for the summer. That's partly because of I guess semi-new series, and plus the fun and games too. That's kind of the reason why there's going to be no $1 Million Drop Live during the summer. Well, we'll get to that right now with our summer shows. Now the summer game shows will be from May 26th to August 17th. 12 weeks worth of shows. And it will start off from May 26th to June 22nd with Wheel of Fortune, Press Your Luck, Money Cards, and the Mega Big Spin. Now, the reason why I decided to start out with those shows was so that all of those shows are going to be pre-filmed. Well, I guess the reason why I chose them is because I spun a wheel and it told me what shows to do. So, yeah. But those shows are going to be pre-filmed. Oh, excuse me. Every single show in that series is going to be pre-filmed because around that time we're going to have NBA playoffs and Stanley Cup Finals type stuff going on. So, yeah, just to make sure that we don't run into any problems with that, we're just not going to mess with it. All those will be pre-filmed because I've said before that the 9 p.m. Eastern shows and 10 p.m. Eastern shows are going to be live most of the time. Basically, all the Friday shows are all going to be pre-filmed, and then the Saturday shows will be live. I'll probably film the Friday shows on like a Wednesday or something like that, and then make them look as live, obviously. But yeah, and then we will have a couple of weeks of Sunday shows just to like start out the schedule to kind of pad it out. Those will be live. So basically, the Saturday and Sunday shows after the first block of shows are done will be live. Excuse me. From June 23rd to July 20th, we'll have The Price is Right, Classic Concentration, Tic-Tac-Toe, and Greed. Now, these shows will be in order of what time they air, starting from 7 p.m. Eastern and going every hour after that. So, yeah. Then from July 21st to August 17th, the final block of shows will be Wheel of Riches, Sale of the Century, Disc Droppers, the game show, and then our final show, which we have picked up for this year, Magic Numbers. Yes, we have officially picked that up as a series. So, yeah, of course, we filmed a pilot last Friday for it, and it's got double-digit views. So, we're going to pick it up for a show. So, yeah, alright, we'll flip the page over with. Of course, now, Summer Olympics are in July. I believe it's from July 26th to August 11th, if I remember correctly. So, because of that, every single day during the Olympics, we're going to do an episode of Wii Sports. So 17 days, 17 episodes of Wii Sports every night during the Olympics. Those will air at 11 p.m. Eastern Time instead of your local news. Well, there's no local news anyway. Not at 10 p.m. or not on 11 p.m. Eastern Time anymore, at least. We kind of got rid of that here on this channel, which the affiliates agreed to. So, you know what? Not bad. We'll still have the 6 p.m. Eastern Time show, though, for your local news. Or Friday, it's a different time because that's a different schedule. So, yeah. So, yeah, every day during the Summer Olympics, we'll have Wii Sports at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, we'll try the best we can to do March Madness, although, like I said last video, we had some problems with that during the March Madness last year, so it's going to be a retooled format type of thing, so yeah. Then we'll have NHL, NBA playoffs going on April and May, World Series coming up in October, plus the MLB postseason in general. That will be in October-ish. So, yeah, and then let's see, what else are we going to have? Oh, yep, more Muskies this year, too, as well. Can't forget about them, can we? Of course, we'll have the end of the year, which hopefully they make it to the playoffs. And if they actually, the funny thing is, if the playoffs started today and we go by the format we used the last 2 years, the Muskies would have a bye into the second round, and that's what we want. So, yeah. So that's that. And then when it comes to NFL postseason, we get started with it right out of the gate. Well, not quite out of the gate because we have 1 week of games on the 7th. Then the playoffs start the 13th. We're not gonna have a game on the 13th. We will on the 14th. It's going to be the first game of the day on the 14th, not the afternoon and evening game like I had planned on. Just some things got in the way, and I'm just not gonna be available during that time. So because of that, to kind of compensate for the game we're not going to have Sunday, we're going to have the playoff game on Monday night instead. So, yeah. That's how the wild card round is going to look like. And then we'll have 2 divisional round games. There'll be the Sunday games. And then same with the championship games. We're going to have both championship games. So, yeah. And then, of course, Super Bowl 58. Yeah. So that's really it when it comes to 2024. I don't really have anything else. It's not really too different from last year, but there are a couple of added things. So yeah. Well, I'm going to be leaving home in just under an hour to go to Georgia. So after I'm done filming these, I'm going to do a last minute suitcase check and then kind of say goodbye to my mom, and my dad's going to take me to school, and yeah, that's going to be that. And then we're going to be on our way to Georgia all night tonight, overnight tonight, and Wednesday morning, pretty much. Then it sounds like we're going to check into the hotel at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then we get to go to Six Flags afterwards. So I'll try and take as many photos as possible. I know my aunt wanted some, so I'll take as many as I can. I might do a little filming of me on the roller coaster. I might do like a special primetime special type of thing where we kind of look at all my photos and videos I did on the trip. I don't know. We'll see though, depending on how many photos I take and stuff. And so yeah, and then my sister wanted a souvenir, so I might get her a souvenir. So we'll see. We'll have to see what happens in Georgia. The really only free time we're gonna have is at Six Flags. I just bit my tongue. Yeah, the only free time we're really going to have is that first day when we go to Six Flags. I mean, I think we're going to go sightseeing at a couple of places, but other than that, Thursday, competition. Friday morning, we have a band rehearsal with like everybody. And then Friday night, we have a banquet and a dinner. And then Saturday's the game. So I don't know how much sightseeing we're going to do, but, well, I have the itinerary, so Oh, I haven't looked at that in a while, so yeah, it's just my phone. Don't worry. But yeah, I got a couple of notifications, so yeah, I'm hoping this trip's gonna be fun. Like I'm excited. I'm feeling a wide range of emotions about this trip, to say the least. It's almost like, oh, do I have everything packed or what? I mean, we already got most of that done on Friday with like my band uniform and stuff like that. Like that's all done. In my hat, like we're good on that. So, God, they're blowing up my phone. But yeah, other than that, it's just we just got to worry about when I'm packing my own personal suitcase. Making sure I have all the shirts I need, all the pants I need, which I think I got all of that all prepared because obviously we'll have a regular concert band competition and then the marching competition too. So I've got shorts for that. I got my shirt for marching band, and I've got my shirt for concert, and I got my pants for concert, and my socks and stuff, and my shoes. So other than that, the really only thing I got to worry about is making sure I get all the rest of my clothing together and making sure it's all there. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna quickly upload these two videos, and they might still be uploading when I leave. They might not be. I don't know. I'd like to have them uploaded and all ready to go by the time I leave, but if that's just in case something does go wrong and I have to come back and I have to, well, not refilm them, so to say, but like re-upload them, then I'll have time for it. So yeah, anyway, thank you all so much for watching this 2024 preview. I won't see you Friday or Saturday. But you will get a preview of Sioux Falls versus Sioux City tomorrow night, and then a recap Saturday night. So that's what you will get. And then Sunday, I should be back at about 6 p.m. Eastern, or at about 7 p.m. Eastern time, and the hockey game starts at 8:05 p.m. Eastern. So I should be back in time um, for the Muskies game tomorrow. Or Sunday night. That's what I should say. Hopefully I won't have to move too much stuff around so that, obviously I can get there in time for it. But, you know, who knows? Let's see what happens. Hopefully, we might even be a little bit late to the game Sunday night. I don't know. It depends on, because she's probably going to want us to take well, she might keep our uniforms there. I don't know. She might have us take it home and wash them and then return them Wednesday when we go back. I don't know how she's going to do that, but depending on how she does it will probably determine how long it'll be for me to get there to. And luckily, my school and the Tyson are like a 3 to 5 minute drive away. So, you know, even so, if we leave at 6:30, I mean, we'll still get there we'll still get there with like 10 minutes left in practice. So, I'm not too worried about that. It's just when it gets to like 6:45, then I'm like, I need to get going, people. So I don't think we'll be there for that long because there's going to be a lot of people helping. So it shouldn't take any more than like an hour. And you know what? If I have to leave halfway through that, then I will. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, thank you. Uh, just to get to the Muskies game, because the Muskies, like that we're like this, so yeah. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I've never missed a New Year's Eve game before. In fact, I don't think I've ever missed like a Pink in the Rink game or a New Year's Eve game, or we started doing games right before or the night before Thanksgiving. I haven't missed any of those. So yeah, like the special night ones, it's really hard to miss. But if it's just like a regular game on a Friday night or Saturday night or whatever, then I'm okay with missing it. I mean, unless it's like a big matchup, if it's number 2 seed versus number 1 seed, or well, in the West, that's kind of because Fargo, they're just so much ahead of everybody else that it's just like, yeah. I mean, if it's like number 2 versus number 2, and like in the East team coming here or whatever, then that would kind of be hard to miss. But if it's like big game implications, then that obviously would be hard to miss. But if it's just a random game between two teams who aren't even that close to the standings, then I'd be okay with missing it. I honestly would be. I did that a couple times for basketball during my freshman year. So, and both of those were really close games too. So, yeah, and I think we won one and lost one of those, I believe, if I remember correctly. But yeah. Anyway, enough mumbling on. I'm gonna quickly. I have to. Well, now I really have to get going here. So, yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you. Well, I won't see you like face to face tomorrow night, but you'll hear from me tomorrow night. We'll just say that. Peace.